69. Let's talk about the main card real fast.
Crazy.
It was crazy. Matchups, we got Sean O'Malley facing 15 ranked flyweight Pavia, but they're fighting at bantamweight. We'll get to how that happened. Cody Garbrandt is number 7 on bantamweight. He moves to flyweight to fight Kai Kara France. I love Kai Kara France. He is now one of my favorite guys. Jeff Neal versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. Both some high-ranked welterweight guys, top 15. Juliana versus Amanda Nunes. Charles versus Dustin Poirier. Some interesting facts about that before I get into the results of those. Charles had never fought past the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Actually, he actually still hasn't after even this last fight against Poirier. He still hasn't. Poirier's last wins were against Connor. One real one fake one. Charles beat Michael Chandler. Before that, he really beat.
I don't remember.
Yeah, someone good. Whatever. Whatever. I don't even know who it was. Okay. We'll get into the results. He won again. He's champs, yeah. So O'Malley, that first round TKO.
No surprise.
You like him.
I love Sean.
He's very accurate and very forceful.
Very good boxer.
Even though he is very skinny.
He's tall and lanky.
He's now 13, 12 on the bantamweight. It's hard to think about the guys above him because I feel like he could go up to 6-ish, maybe.
He could get up there.
But if you look at the top 5, I think I have it right here. Yeah, we got Aljamain Sterling, Piotr Yan, TJ Dillashaw, Jose Aldo, Corey Sandhagen, Rob Font, Cody Garbrandt, Marlon Vera, Sean O'Malley. Those guys are the 8 that stood out to me.
He could be Garbrandt. I think he could put up a good fight against Corey Sandhagen. I
think the next thing for Sean is to have him fight Marlon Vera again. He's his one loss. He's number 9. Sean's number 12. Set up a second one.
Yeah, why not?
Sean can beat him, flip him, and then have him fight a guy like Corey, I think. Or Cody, I mean. Cody first.
Yeah.
And then Corey. Because Corey is built pretty much just like Sean, if you think about it. In the bantamweight. They're the only guys.
I just think he's not as good of a boxer as Sean is. And
but Sean, Corey is a better kickboxer.
Is very accurate. But he is a good kickboxer. So.
We'll see.
He's going to be throwing those leg kicks, and Sean's got foot problems. So,
yeah, we're going to release our who we think are the champs for the end of next year, and we'll predict that soon. I think Sean won't have the opportunity to fight this year for the belt, but maybe the year next, if he beats Marlon Vera, he goes out, he beats Cody Garbrandt, and then he has a fight against maybe like a Rob Font or like, Corey Sandhagen, like we're saying.
I think 2023. I think that'll be Sean's year.
Yeah. It's also good for him that he's now ranked, and if he fights a ranked guy and he loses, he probably won't drop out because he hasn't really fought any ranked guys. I mean, he fought Marlon Vera, but he lost.
Yeah.
So, but if he was to fight Marlon Vera and lose again, he might drop out of the rankings because 2 losses to the same guy. Yeah. Next, we got Kai Kara France. First round knockout over a guy we were just talking about.
Yeah, Cody's struggling. Last 6 fights?
Yeah, that's also what we were talking about because we were talking about Cody at bantamweight. He's actually just fought at flyweight, and I don't know if he's going to stay because he was a former champion at flyweight.
Yep.
So if he does want to stay at flyweight, I don't think he's in the top 5. If you ask me, because right now it's like Brandon Moreno, Figueiredo, Askarov, Pajona, Alex Perez, Royval, and then Kai Kara France is right there.
Yeah.
I don't really like Cody Garbrandt.
I was a fan, but he's been real bad, and he's definitely lost that. I don't know if it's mentality or if it's
what's his last? He's like 2 for his last 6 or something, or 2-4 in his last
Something like
6.
that. It's been a real rough go for Cody the last few years.
I'll look it up real fast. Who do you like in the flyweight? I know this is kind of off subject a little bit, but in the next championship fight next month, Figueiredo Moreno too. What do you think?
Dude, I like Brandon Moreno. He is him and Figueiredo are split, right? They both won one, lost one.
So I actually thought that at first until I was watching the Ultimate Fighter previous season and Brandon Moreno was on there.
Mm-hmm.
The same season as Kai Kara France and this other flyweight too that's up there. But he tied. They tied their first fight.
Oh,
and then Brandon
okay.
Moreno won. So now if he wins this one.
Yeah. Okay. I think I like Brandon Moreno for this fight. I because we watched the last Figueiredo Moreno fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he was what did
He
he win
looked
by
good, but
sub?
I'll tell you off the top of my head.
TKO?
I could probably
Either
find out
way,
pretty
I
fast here.
mean, I like Moreno for that fight.
Have you seen him on the Ultimate Fighter?
I have not.
He lost to it's Padona Pantonia, whatever. I don't know how to say his name. He's like number 3, Alexander Patonia. He was in that season. He lost to him in the semifinals.
Okay.
Yeah. But he was still awarded UFC contract because he's a monster.
Yeah.
Looks like submission in the 3rd round, halfway through ish.
Okay.
He is 4 for his. So he's tied Askarov, who is 13-0-1. He's number 3. Figueiredo, he's 1-0-1. He beat Royval. He beat Kai Kara France. But he still hasn't fought that Padrona guy. So maybe that guy will get the belt fight next after Figueiredo. Go back to Cody Garbrandt. He is 1 for his last 6. So he is 1-5 his last 6 fights.
Yeah.
He got the belt against Dominic Cruz in 2016.
Yep.
He lost the belt in late 2017 to TJ Dillashaw. Fought TJ Dillashaw again in 2018. Lost him again. Fought Pedro Munoz. Lost to him. Beat Rafael Ascunio 2020 June. May 2021 lost to Rob Font. And then he just lost to Kai Kara France. A lot of guys in the top 5. Can't beat them. Terrible.
It's losing that championship mentality.
It's over. Jeff Neal with the split decision win versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. Let's talk about the welterweight division a little bit. I don't think, Jeff Neal will get a shot anytime. I mean, fuck it, he might because Kamaru's beating everyone. Yeah. But what I've heard is Colby Covington is going to fight Kazmat Shiev in February.
That'd be good.
Under Israel's card. So that'll be really good. I think Colby will lose as well. What's next for Leon Edwards, Vincent Lique? I don't know. Bilal Muhammad now in the top 5. I think you can have him fight Leon Edwards again and then that eye poke. Maybe see what that happens.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But apparently Dana's saying that Leon's up next for the title shot.
All right. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Jorge's still number 6 on there, so we'll see what happens with him.
Mm-hmm.
You also can't give him another title shot, though, because the last time Kamaru, it was absolutely disgusting. You remember.
I do.
You remember.
Oh, man.
And then the biggest, I guess technically the 4th biggest upset in UFC history, if you want to go off biggest odds. But in my eyes, it's like,
to me, it's the biggest one.
It's the biggest. Yeah. I mean, technically Vegas odds wise, it wasn't, but in my eyes and a lot of other people's eyes, your eyes, biggest upset ever. Juliana
Joe
Pena
Rogan
beating,
even said, I mean,
beating Amanda Nunes.
Nobody saw that coming.
No, when I started watching it in the first round, I was like, it was a lot of Juliana controlling the middle, which was kind of surprising. But I was like, also like, man, Amanda's just feeling it out. It's okay. Amanda looked a lot slimmer. I know that she weighed our same weight class as the last fight, but she looked slimmer than when she fought Megan Anderson, but also probably because Megan Anderson was 6'3" or 6'2", so she had to wrestle her. So she bulked up here, muscle wise, and then brought her to the ground, submitted her in the first round. Now against Juliana, she looked a lot more thinner, a lot more, agile, I guess, or ready to, fight however like that.
Quicker.
Yeah. She looked very hesitant to try anything. I think she should have taken her to the ground, maybe try that. But Amanda was throwing this. You see her throw it sometimes. It's like a fake right outside. A lot of boxers do it. Canelo does it really well, really fast. But Amanda does like a right fake haymaker kind of, and then she comes in with the left jab. She does it a lot. Against Juliana, she just kept throwing it. She kept throwing the fake, and Juliana's jabbing right here because she's leaving it wide open. Why are you still throwing it?
Yeah, definitely not the best game plan.
Was there any game plan?
Should have been on that. It didn't really seem like it.
No,
obviously. I mean, man,
Juliana fought really well.
It still blows my mind that fight went the way it did. Because I never thought her. That.
She brought her to the ground too, tapped her out. Also, Amanda didn't really. This also gets into I've also seen some other things as conspiracies, and what I'm thinking as well is like,
you gotta be careful that Dana set it up.
Yeah, but some people think Dana set it up. Gave Amanda a little bit more of a little something under the table to let Juliana win. Because if you think about it, Amanda's rolling over that division too.
Yeah.
If Juliana doesn't win, you're gonna give the title shot to Holly Holm. Oh my gosh, Miesha Tate.
Holly Holm was still fighting.
She's number 5.
I haven't heard her name in forever.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So,
dude,
a lot of people have seen that because if you think about it,
get into that.
If you think about it, a rematch is obviously coming. Say it happens in May, Amanda dominates. You have to have a trilogy. So that sets Dana up a whole nother year for this division because they'll have the trilogy August, November, 2 fights for that for the belt that year. Both of them fight again. That's the whole year done. Yeah, you believe that. Yeah. That's in your head. I see you thinking about it. I don't know. It also
okay.
When I look back at the fight, also it kind of makes me think that it was kind of like that because Amanda just either that or she's very off. Like they look very bad.
A word that we like to use is stale.
Very stale, extremely stale.
Yeah.
And
oh my god, Devin! Now you got me thinking about this, dude. I can't
She also didn't really.
Could totally happen.
She tapped out real fast.
Bring more viewership to the fucking division. I mean,
anything. Because if you think about it, if Amanda wins, no one else to fight her except for Valentina.
She's already beat everybody.
Yeah, and then you have Valentina.
Twice?
Yes.
Oh my god, Devin, that's totally what happened.
Yes.
That's totally what happened. He totally paid her under the table, said, hey, take this L, and we're going to bring some viewership back to this fucking division. God. That's exactly what fucking happened. You got me convinced.
5 minutes ago, you're like, oh, don't get into those.
Well, now you kept talking about it. Now I'm convinced.
Rewatch the
totally
highlights.
Happened. There's no way.
Rewatch the highlights with that in your mind. You'll think the same thing.
Yeah. Go watch the fight. Go check it out.
Juliana did. She was good, saying. But
she's not Amanda Nunes good.
Not like that. And Amanda just looks.
Oh my gosh.
It was weird. Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
All right, Charles, my man, keeping the belt.
Yeah, this one was no surprise.
No, I was surprised it happened a little later than I thought, but third round submission, good. We call the second round submission, so we're almost there. Dustin, in my eyes, him walking out was weird. I don't know what it was. It was different. It didn't seem like he was really ready to fight. His face looked odd. It just looked like,
Was it confident?
yeah, not really confident, which makes sense. I also think that he's just done at lightweight. After he lost, he admitted that he's probably not going to do the 155 cut anymore. He's probably going to move up.
Yep.
So we can expect to see him at welterweight.
So that's what 170?
Yep, that's Kamaru. So he's going to skip. Oh no, he won't. It goes lightweight, the welterweight.
Okay.
So yeah, he go up to 170. Probably fight. Well, there's been back and forth with him and Nate. Dustin did an interview after.
I would love that.
Dustin did an interview after, and he said that no fight excites him for the next 6-7 months unless Dana gave him a contract that said versus Nate Diaz.
Talks a lot of shit. They want to fight.
Yeah, he said that we've been setting this up for so long, and he said that he would love just to go brawl with a guy like Nate.
Yeah.
So Nate decided to say something on Twitter and said that the UFC doesn't want to pay you. That's what he said. He said the UFC doesn't want to pay you, DP. You're a loser. Something like that. And Dustin Poirier commented back, and he said, "Let's fight in January."
Okay.
And obviously, he tweeted again like the next day. He said the UFC couldn't make it happen for January, but I'm down for February if Nate is. And Nate was like, Nate said, "Fuck you, you won't do it," or something like that. So who knows what's gonna happen?
Typical Nate Diaz trash talk.
I would like to see Nate versus Dustin in January, February, maybe March, and then
it would be good.
Have Connor come back about March as well. Connor fights.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about Connor for a second. Have you seen the fucking pictures of him?
He's a big boy.
Dude, I couldn't even tell it was him in the picture that I saw.
He is extremely big up here. What do you think?
Someone's got to check in on Conor McGregor.
Yeah, give a little drug test.
Where the fuck did that muscle come from? He didn't look like that at 170 when he fought. I fucking love it too. But
no,
he didn't look like that.
Yeah, Cowboy. That was his last welterweight fight.
He didn't look like that.
No.
He obviously looked good. He looked, but he was a little bit more lean than he was fucking dude.
Big.
His pecs, his shoulders, looks like a fucking monster right now.
So to add into that, he is now probably fighting at welterweight as well.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but
he gained all that muscle. He's not going down.
He tweeted while Dustin and Charles were fighting, and he said, "These bums don't get better." He said, "Let me fight for the belt."
Oh no.
Charles responded, and he said, "If Connor wants to fight for it next, let's make it happen."
I want some money.
Charles also went back and said, "Oh, I'm ready in May." Yeah, Charles like, "I'm ready in May. Let's make it happen then, whether it's for the belt, not for the belt, at welterweight, any division that they want, that he wants to fight in."
Connor's going to want the belt.
If Connor gets the belt shot before Justin Gaethje,
it's horse shit.
Even Islam. Oh, no, Islam's fighting in February, so not even. But
no, Justin Gaethje deserves that title shot.
Oh,
if Dana does that, oh my God.
What I'm hoping is that Charles won't fight Connor at all, and that Connor will stay welterweight.
I really hope not.
And then we'll have like let's look at the welterweight right now. So we'll have like Nate versus at Dustin at welterweight, and then maybe let's say Nate wins, and then Nate Fink can fight Connor at welterweight. But Nate said he's not going to fight Connor until he wins 1 or 2 fights because he hasn't proved it to him.
Right.
So that would be maybe gosh, the welterweight is weird. I could see Connor fight Jorge Masvidal.
I wouldn't mind that.
Wonder Boy, Neil Magny, Sean Brady, Michael Chisea, Jeff Neal. None of those guys really pop out to me unless you want to give him maybe a Colby Covington as well.
Why not?
Honestly, I think you should just do Nate Connor, or Nate Dustin, Nate Connor.
Nate Connor for sure needs to happen.
The
Nate
trilogy
Dustin
would be
would be
the
nice to have.
that would be
So,
the biggest. Make it a 5 rounder too, because now that's a thing.
mm-hmm.
That would be the biggest pay-per-view ever. It would outsell the Connor and Dustin a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That wouldn't even be the well. You'd probably make that the main fight. No, what do you do? Every main fight in the pay-per-view is always a belt fight.
Yeah.
Do you make that the main fight? You have to.
So what if you do? I mean, what if they do like a Charles Dustin and Connor Nate?
Yeah,
That'd be a big ass pay per view.
it would. I just don't see Dustin going back down. Also, Dustin doesn't deserve it at lightweight. If you think about it, if Gaethje, the winner of Islam and Benil Daruish, the winner of that will be next.
Wait, hold up. Did I say Charles and Dustin?
Yeah, I mean Justin,
Oh,
and,
dude, I totally fucked that up.
Justin and Charles.
Justin Charles.
Yeah, imagine that. That's like the main fight. Or yeah, I don't know. Because the belt fight's usually the final. Or you could stick a women's title belt fight. Do like
So in a Pena
Rose
Nunes fight,
versus that or oh
I would
Jesus.
love to see Rose.
Holy shit. No, you're
Yeah.
right. Juliana, Amanda 2, Nate Connor 3, Justin Gaethje, Charles Oliveira.
Dana, let us make these cards, man. Come on now.
We'll throw in Dana also mentioned that Tony Ferguson, a fight for him is in the works.
That's another fucking
good
one to add on there.
He said
That's
a big
a
name.
badass main card right there, Devin.
I'm thinking Tony Ferguson versus like Michael Chandler.
That would be good. I think Michael Chandler takes it, but that'd be a good fight.
I don't think Tony Ferguson beats anyone.
Yeah.
Rafael Dos Anjos is still fighting. So yeah, we're gonna have our predictions for what we think coming up here in a couple days, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And we have an interesting. It'll be a whole different video. We'll make a whole separate video just for that because we gotta describe or tell you guys what we think and why. Because we have a little surprise at light heavyweight for the champ. Because I had an idea and I explained it to Justin.
Yeah.
And it's perfect.
He got me convinced. Perfect. It was good.
So all I will say before that is there will be a new double champ in our eyes next year. And it's not my favorite fighter, Kamaru Usman, even though it should have been. But he has nowhere to go because he's not going to go down to 155.
No. He'll dominate 155 too.
You think so? Islam,
I think
Justin Gaethje, Oliveira.
I think he would.
You think so?
I absolutely do. Kamaru.
God, I do too. Especially I watched Justin Gaethje fight Eddie Alvarez the other day. Jesus. Looked very bad. I mean, it's young Justin, but
he's grown a lot since then. But
and against Habib,
I think Kamaru takes it all. But Habib's different though. Habib beat everybody.
That's why I think Islam's my champion. Islam is my lightweight champion at the end of next year. I'll say it right now. A little sneak peek for you guys. Because Islam he's going to beat Benil in February. He'll get the title shot after that because that's 10 wins in a row. It's time.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Give him the title shot. I think he beats Justin Gaethje just because he brings him to the ground. And then after that, you have I don't even know who you get next. Yeah, maybe he'll fight Oliveira then, Islam, and maybe Michael Chandler. I don't know where Poirier will be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Connor will go back down to lightweight. Man, get his ass beat by Islam though. I think Islam will start dominating that division too.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be exciting. Yeah. It's all fun. Oh, we can talk about the very last UFC event of the year a couple weeks ago. Derek Lewis knocked the shit out of Chris Dawkins.
Oh my god, yeah.
I saw a video of Derek Lewis today. He got pulled over by a cop. They started recording it. And after the cop was like, "Oh, here," I think he didn't have a license plate in his front of his car. That's what it
Oh,
sounded
that's
like.
bullshit.
Yeah,
He was
that's what it
just trying to
sounded.
fill his
So he gave him a
quota.
warning, and he was like, "Oh, make sure you put it in the front." Blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis picks up the phone. He's chewing gum. He looks at it. He's like, "Fuck you, Chris Dawkins." He's like, because he's a cop, Chris Dawkins. So he's like, "Fuck you, Chris Dawkins. I know you're in on that shit." He's like, "I'm 2-0 now, baby. They gave me a warning." Derek Lewis,
I love
hilarious,
Derek. He's so
hilarious.
fucking funny. Didn't he like throw his cup into the crowd or some shit after
Oh
that too?
yeah, yeah. He pulled it
What
out,
the
and he was
fuck
like,
is that, dude?
and then I didn't see
Pointed
anyone
to a
want it.
guy and some creepy ass dude walks down the
This,
stairs to grab his
this,
cup.
yeah, he was like all
Yeah, what the
excited. He had his
fuck?
own cup, like right there. Oh my gosh.
Weird.
Um,
Fucking weird.
yeah, I like
Keep
Derek
going
Lewis.
though.
He did mention that he doesn't want to fight any 5 rounders. He wants 3 rounders.
So good. It was so good.
Uh,
Don't call him Dana. If it's a 5 round, do not
no,
call Derek Lewis.
and then and then Joe Rogan or whoever did maybe it was Michael Bisping, whoever did the interview was like, what if Dana calls asking for a belt fight against the winner of Francis and Cyril Gane? And Derek Lewis is like, you better make that shit a 3-round belt fight because I ain't doing no 5 round for a couple months. Oh my
I
god.
fucking love it, dude.
But he was like, but yeah, I want to fight for the belt.
That guy is so good.
But he said he wants Stipe next.
I mean, that makes sense.
I think it's perfect.
Fine.
Yeah, he's Stipe's 2, he's 3. It's perfect. Because I think
I
the
don't,
winner
I don't
of
think he'll win the
Gane,
belt, but
no, I think the winner of Nagano Gane probably fight again
mhm.
after whoever wins, because even if
Have
Cyril
to.
loses, is his first loss.
Yeah.
So might as well fight again. And then Stipe Derek fight, winner of that, fight for the winner after.
Yeah.
And then the loser can fight the loser of Gane and Nagano.
Yeah, why not?
What else happened? Ricky Simone, that's our Washington guy. Second round TKO. He's now ranked in the bantamweight. In the first time in UFC history, a heavyweight missed weight.
I saw that shit. Oh man.
Justin Taffa, he weighed 267, so 2 pounds over. He did end up getting the first round KO. And I think he didn't even try to make weight. He just gave up his purse.
Pretty much
2 pounds.
It was what, like 30% or something like that?
Yeah. 2
He
pounds.
didn't give a shit.
No.
You could have sat in the sauna for an hour and lost that 2 pounds.
Yes. Yes.
Literally. Run in place
see.
for 5 minutes and you'll lose the goddamn weight in the sauna. Come on now.
Yeah. See, coming up next month, obviously, I think it's like the 8th. Some of his first UFC fight night. It's Calvin Kattar versus Giga Chikazade. I only know Calvin Kattar because he had that last fight a year ago in January against Max Holloway.
Yeah.
Max Holloway just
put on a clinic.
So bad. So let me look up UFC 270 because that is, I think, a month from yesterday, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's Nagano. Yeah, January 22nd. So that's Nagano and Cyril Gane, Brandon Moreno, Figueiredo. It looks like Greg Hardy is fighting Oleanic, that veteran heavyweight.
I didn't know Greg was still fighting.
Yeah, me either. We got one of Habib's guy, Nurmagomedov, fighting Cody Standman, bantamweight Nurmagomedov. Did not know there was a bantamweight guy, so that's going to be interesting. And looks like some other just nice young fighters. Nothing too insane.
So is it fight night?
No, that's UFC 270 with Gane and Moreno. Okay. And then Greg Hardy's the third fight, so it's. They should have done. I get why they split it, but you know how a couple months ago they were talking about doing Nagano and Adesanya the same night. Mm-hmm. Instead, they were going to do triple. They were going to do that with these two and have all three on the same night, but they pushed it back a month, so February will be Adesanya Whitaker.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
It's gonna be fun, all of it. I hope Nate fights, and I hope we see some bloody
Yeah,
brawls.
see what happens with this beefed up Connor.
Jesus, I hope. Okay, what if Connor's really good at welterweight?
Then he's really good at welterweight.
What if he could become the first guy to ever win the belt in 3 different weight classes?
Oh, yeah.
Featherweight, lightweight.
That's right. I forgot about the featherweight.
It's crazy. Skip bantamweight because he's scared to Dillashaw back in the day, and also Figueiredo or not. Who's the fucking Demetrius Johnson? He was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he was real good.
Yeah. So that'd be cool to look at, though. Maybe he could do that.
If he can get back to old Connor, I mean, yeah, but it just depends because he's been struggling last 4 fights.
1-4.
1-4. Oh.
I'll technically give him 1-3 with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Because that's
either way, he got to get better.
I agree. And I think that wraps it up for this week. Honestly, I don't think I got anything else. You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
No, we'll be releasing a little video on the MLB soon, and it's been pretty lull, lockdown, nothing. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll just talk about what happened so far in the offseason before the lockdown and what we think will happen after, and maybe some predictions. And we're gonna start doing a little series, top 10 for each position. Because I saw some MLB nerds or whatever I think it is on Twitter. They started doing it. Fuck you guys if you listen to this. JP Crawford at 16.
Oh man,
the 16th best shortstop. JP Crawford. He played 180 games. Whatever. I'm done. He's top 10. We'll get into that later.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening. Christmas. Yep. Merry Christmas to everyone. Check us out on YouTube, Northwest Logic Podcast, Twitter, NW Logic Pod. Find our Twitters on there. And we'll see you next week. And have a happy, safe holidays. Yes.